What's up, everyone? Today it is Big Nate Day, as everyone knows, and so I thought it was time that we ranked every Big Nate character. So obviously we're going to start off with Nate here. Nate is honestly a bit of a goofball and the main character of this series. And the Big Nate lore, which is honestly very famous online, we all know that Big Nate is an easy A tier. Then coming up next, we got Francis. Francis is a degenerate. I hate Francis. If there is a character in the Big Nate lore that I would get rid of instantly, it is Francis. Out of the big three, which we all know is Nate, Teddy, and Francis, Francis is easily the worst. Gonna throw him right in a C tier where he belongs. He's lucky he's even getting that high. Now, when I think of the man when it comes to this friend group, I think of Teddy. Teddy is easily the best character when it comes out of these three. He's never winning Monopoly. I think Teddy is an epic character. I think easily Teddy's our first character to make it in S tier. He's a Big Nate classic of a character. Now, next up, we're gonna go with the most hated enemy, Miss Godfrey. Cripes whenever I see her, you know what I'm saying? So I think we can throw Miss Godfrey straight into F tier where she belongs. Mr. Rose is easily the best teacher Nate has, and I think we can easily put him right next to Teddy in the S tier when it comes to characters. And then we got Gina. Gina might be one of the worst fictional characters I've ever set my eyes on. Gina is straight up evil, and I think it's only right that we put her right next to Miss Godfrey where she actually belongs. She is an evil character and evil to Nate, our man, so obviously no one likes Gina. She just hates society and Nate as a person, and honestly, at the same time, I can't really blame her. Next up, we got Ginny. And when it comes to Ginny, I think this is a pretty easy D tier placement. Not because that Nate doesn't like her and we as the audience side with Nate, but because she's kind of an awful person. And speaking of which, let's talk about Arthur. I was going to throw him into C tier, but honestly, now that I think about it, probably D tier. I don't really like Arthur that much either. He's just annoying. Okay, next one up is Chad. This is a fan favorite, and I honestly have a pretty controversial opinion. I'm going to throw him in at B tier. But you know what? He's not that bad. He's kind of funny, but honestly not the most memorable Big Nate character. But as our own character, we're going to use Chad's grandma. And in case you don't know the extended lore of Chad, he's kind of overweight, and his grandma sent him to a fat weight loss camp. So if you think his grandma, who we never see in the show, should instantly be put in the F tier for fat shaming Chad, she's evil. Okay, next one up is Ellen. I was going to put her in a C tier, but I really like that scene where she constantly changes her laugh, so for that, I'll bump her up to B. Now, next up is Gordy. That is Ellen's boyfriend. I don't really love Gordy, but he's pretty nice, and he likes comics, and I like comics. A tier. Mr. Galvin. I hate Mr. Galvin. This is an easy F tier. Mr. Galvin's awful, and, he's the reason I'm scared to go bald. Alright, next up, Mr. Staples, the math teacher. I hate math with my very soul. I never have to take a math class again, so I don't want to ever see math in my life. I hate math, but I like Mr. Staples. He's got a square dome of a head, B tier. Alright, we have the English teacher. I forgot her name. What's her name? Miss Clark. Okay. She's pretty chill. A tier. Wait, who's the person who, is in charge of Big Nate's, what's it called? Detention. Anyway, she's B tier. She's alright. Nate's dad. I feel so bad for this man. Imagine having Big Nate as your son. That has to be a certain type of pain. I throw him right into A tier. That man is a saint. Alright, next up we got Dee Dee. Dee Dee's actually pretty chill. She's one of the only normal ones of the group. A tier for Dee Dee. Then we have Nate's neighbor who can't do anything to save his life. He does have a dumpy though, C tier. I'm looking at the list. I don't like that Chad is so low now that I'm looking at it. Dee Dee goes down to B, Chad goes up to A. I forgot this man existed. I hate this guy so much. This guy goes out of here. He's in Shadow Realm. Now this guy, the coach, he's my favorite. I love this coach. He's so chill with all the students. He's one of the best. B tier, easy. And yeah, that's probably my Big Nate ranking. I don't really have much more to say. Happy Big Nate Day. It's a nationally celebrated holiday. I'll have more videos coming out this week. Sorry, boys, that we got a little busy. But, you know, Big Nate ranking, it's important. So, you know, you guys have a good one. Put your Big Nate rankings down in the comments. What am I doing?